Thanks for holding on the line. Sorry we're a few minutes late. Today's our regularly scheduled meeting. Again, I apologize that we're remote, but it was decided that for some health reasons, we needed to be remote today. With that, I'm going to start with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Darren, can you slide the agenda a little bit there? Thanks. Okay, with that, there will not be a hearing in privilege of the floor today, but we will resume that at our next meeting. Hopefully that one will be in person. And I will move to our superintendent's comments from Ms. Schwartz. Thank you.
Thank you, Dave. Just a couple of quick things. As folks are most likely aware, the period of quarantine for students has been, and staff, reduced to 5 days. We will have that website, or I'm sorry, have that information on our website later tomorrow. There are a number of different scenarios that get you to that 5 days, including using over-the-counter tests and the tests that the school district is distributing. So we will continue to provide information about that, even as I suspect the rules might change again, if you will. And just as a reminder, the CDC promulgates their recommendations, which then are reviewed and tweaked by the New York State Health Department, which then sends them to the local health departments, which give them the going over and determine what will happen in our county. That is why if you look at schools in Schenectady, Saratoga, Albany counties right now, it appears we are not all doing the same thing. And that's because we aren't. Everybody has their own tweak on what has come out from the CDC. So, for example, we are requiring 2 negative rapid antigen tests for a return after the 5-day exclusion from school. The CDC recommended 1. Those of you who are familiar with the tests know that you could test negative on the first one and positive 36 hours later. So we've decided to adopt that. I've spoken with our school physicians about it, the 2 versus 1, even though the CDC says we could do 1. So if it seems at times it takes us a while to get the information out, I'd be the first person to say it does, but I would ask you to please remember that it comes to us, CDC, New York State, then the local health departments. We've got our basketball team. Our boys basketball team is on pause right now due to positive COVID cases. So the boys are not playing until, I believe, next week. I suspect that there will be more of that with other activities, potentially not just athletics, until such time as the Omicron surge perhaps decreases. And as I have mentioned to folks, we don't intend to go virtual at this point. We have gone virtual for specific classrooms. You might recall last year we went virtual for specific schools when we needed to, but at this point, again, in alignment with the CDC, New York State Department of Health, the State Education Department, our local health agency, and what we have learned after 2 years of COVID, students do better when they are in school. It is really the place we should be. So we will continue with all of those things. Dave, that's all I have tonight. Thank you.
Okay, any questions for Susan? If not, we'll move to our first resolution. Before we do that, I just wanted those folks on the phone, if you do have questions, to please submit them via email. That would be great. Thank you. Can I get a motion for number 5?
I motion to accept and an appropriate gift and donation from the Hannaford Help Schools program.
I'll second.
Thanks, Rick. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstain? So moved. Next is the resolution for the Schenectady City School District.
A motion to accept the appropriate gift and donation from the Schenectady Central School District.
I'll second.
Thanks, Rick. Thanks. Any questions on this? This was nice.
Yeah.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone against? Any abstentions? So moved. Number 7. Can I get a motion?
I'll motion to accept the appropriating tax. I can't read the territory settlement, Glen Ask Apartments LLC.
Second.
I'll second it.
Thank you.
You're moved
Any
up on my.
questions? Any questions on this? If not, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Abstained?
I'd like to abstain on this one.
Okay, thank you, Rick. I believe we still had the appropriate number. I didn't hear any, against, one abstention. I want to make note. Thanks. Next is the, William Conley Scholarship.
A motion to,
move
go
the
ahead, Pam.
I'll move the resolutions 8 through 13. These 6 talk about new established scholarships.
I'll second.
Any questions on these?
Nope. Figures, Pam, you move them all when I just made my screen bigger.
If there's no questions on 8 through 13, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Anyone against? Anyone abstain? So moved. Maybe one day I'll do my Louis Armstrong imitation for you folks. It's not good.
Oh, no.
Next is number 14.
I'll motion that we approve the Town of Glenville and Scotia Glenville Central School District and Sunnyside Solar 2 LLC and Raymond M. Petrowski and Catherine Ann Foyle Solar Project on property within the district and enter into a payment in lieu taxes agreements for the same.
I'll
Thanks,
second.
Rick. Who seconded?
Me.
Okay, the Rick and Kim show here. Any questions on this one? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Anyone against? Anyone abstain? Next is the non-residential student tuition rates. Can I get a motion?
I'll motion to approve the non-resident student tuition rates for 2021 to 2022 as stated.
Can I
I'll
get a
second.
Thank you. Any questions on this?
Quick question, for Susan or Drew. Do you happen to know if this is similar jumps, across other school districts from year to year?
Well, we don't.
This is based on our data, what we submit, and as I put in the memo, some of it's related to a shifting of our staffing during the COVID to between secondary and elementary school levels. But it's all based on what we submit to what we spend and what our enrollment is. So it doesn't have synergy to other school districts.
Yeah, I know. I'm just curious in your conversations if this was a unique, change or something, so just curious. Figured I'd ask. Thank you.
You're welcome.
It is a little larger than usual of a jump, isn't it? Drew?
Yeah, I mean, the percents are different, but it's all about how we shifted our staffing between primary and secondary
Yeah.
levels.
Okay. Any other questions? All in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed? Abstain? So moved? Okay, Pam, go slow now. I don't have piece of paper.
I'll move communications A through E, staffing 1 through 16, placement of children with disabilities, and the minutes for the regular meetings of November 8th and December 13th.
I'll second.
I'm looking to see the minutes. Okay. Any questions? I'd just like to say one quick thing. Probably many of you had Miss Peterson's class for your child. Great loss for the district, but I'm so happy for her that she's retiring and going to be doing other things in life. Such a wonderful person and great teacher and good friend to a lot of people.
Can we leave her out the approval?
It doesn't work that way, unfortunately.
I did tell her I was gonna shred her letter, but she just laughed.
Yeah, that'd be funny. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstain? So moved. Any questions on the treasurer's report? Any questions on the budget transfers? If none, Pam, I think I got everything right.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And make a little note. Other business. I will bring up one other business if nobody else had any. Well, I'm gonna continue to work with Susan in it. Hopefully when things slow down, we will have our administrative retreat at some point. It's just, these crazy times, the administrators have been just pushing out beyond belief. And just my other business is, all in all, I think this community has just done a great job getting through this, staying safe, being safe, and really proud of our district.
I just have one
Anyone
thing,
else?
just one
No,
thing,
please.
Dave. Please.
Yeah.
I was just, it doesn't have to be now, but perhaps at our next meeting, if we can get a quick update on the diversity, equity, and inclusion efforts that have been going on, I think that would be great.
Thanks, Rick. Thanks for bringing that up. Susan, that'd be okay at our next meeting?
We would love that. Absolutely.
Perfect. Great. Thank you for bringing that up. Anybody else? If not, I will remind folks that we're not having the hearing privilege of the floor today, but please do submit any questions you may have. And I'll ask for a motion to adjourn.
I'll motion to adjourn.
Second.
I'll second.
Okay, we have a first and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Anyone oppose adjourning? I would just add that in honor of Karen's secretary, we should all root for the Tide tonight. So it's Roll Tide in the college game today because the Riggies are very attached to Alabama, for those of you who didn't know. So
Yeah, sorry.
It's
Go
a-
Dogs.
thank you, everybody, for being so flexible tonight and making this still happen. I know it's not the same as in person, but you guys did great and I really appreciate it. And thanks, everybody. And we'll see you in person, I hope, in 2 weeks.
Go
If
Dogs.
we don't see each other soon. Be
Bye-bye.
well, be safe, everybody.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Bye-bye.